Good morning from Central Florida. Today is Saturday, June 14th, 2025. And it's been a minute, so I thought I would do a quick little garden tour. This is just of my front yard, not the backyard. That's a whole separate entity. And again, if you're new to this channel, my name is Danita. I live in Central Florida, Zone 9B. And I have no video editing program, nor do I have the time to edit videos. So this video, what you see is what you see. There's no editing. So even when I say stupid things, it's gonna be in the video. If I fall and stumble, it's gonna be in the video. So anyways, I just make these videos for my own blogging and for anybody else that cares to watch them. Maybe there'll be something in there to help them. That's where I've learned most of my gardening tips and stuff, is from watching all other people gardening on YouTube. So I thought I would return the favor. So this is my dragon fruit, and this is what's come back because last year Hurricane Milton came by and did a lot of damage to my front gardens. And last year my dragon fruit, I had a big trellis over here. If you go back and look at some of my older videos, and when I was cleaning up the dragon fruit after the hurricane, I had found my first dragon fruit. I didn't even know it had fruited, and it was absolutely delicious. So this is what's come back. It was just little pieces left in here, and I have been trying something different. My husband brought home a couple metal bed frames to scrap, and I decided to keep them and use them. I like to garden on the free or cheap if I have to pay, but most of it is on the free. So I'm using these metal bed frames that we're gonna get tossed away for the dragon fruit. So I just put up the second one because it's gonna overtake this one really quick. So it's growing super fast now. We're into the rainy season. We just started our rainy season, so we're finally getting rain again. So the dragon fruit is taking off, so I'm going to have to get these down and train them to all grow across here. My goal is to keep them to where I can assess them easily. They're easily accessible. Okay, enough of that. So, and then I have this one over here that decided to grow. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I wasn't planning on doing a trellis over here. I don't want to do another trellis over because we do live in hurricane season. But there's one in there growing, so I haven't decided yet. Over here is my rosemary. And all my pineapples. Look at all my pineapples. I have a total of 10 pineapples this year. And I have found that these bags that people use for baby showers and stuff, or whatever, these little mesh bags, are perfect. So nobody else eats them but us. And my moringa trees, all of them have thrown some serious moringa pods. Yes, this one, I love this one here. It's so beautiful and it's growing so much. So once all the pods are done, and then I can start harvesting leaves again. And then in here, I'm going to be spray painting all these pots green now, finally. All my pots are going to get spray painted green to kind of help them blend in. And tulle is my best friend. I have pepper plants in here. If you live in Florida, you know the summers are muggy and buggy. So to help protect things, I cover with tulle. And I got this pepper plant from the flea market, so I don't know what it's called, but it has been non-stop throwing these little red habanero peppers, and I love them for cooking. I still have some kale going, and then the rest of these are mostly flowers. I do have another pepper going here. And this palm tree provides the perfect amount of shade for all these things, and they love it. As you can see, this is my little propagation station here. I like to propagate things in here. This one I'm trying to propagate. Some milkweed. This I haven't done anything with. It just has random stuff growing in it on its own. Marigold. I sprinkle marigold seeds everywhere all the time. Looky in there. For a minute there, I thought maybe that was kale by the looks of the leaves, but I see there's a lot of bok choy. I had a lot of bok choy growing in here over the winter, so I'm sure there's tons of seeds in there. I make my own compost. Green onions, another milkweed. I don't even remember planting this one there, but it is what it is. So here is the dragon fruit again. I don't know if I'll get any fruit on it this year or not. And then I have a lemon tree, I believe, in here growing. It's kind of hard to see. There's another pineapple and my dwarf Cavendish. Now keep in mind, last year's hurricane just decimated so much of my front garden. So, oh, I just walked into a spider web. Ooh. But I do have, so I have no banana racks at the moment. But I did harvest my first banana off of my newest banana trees, the Musa. As you can see, the dead tree here, I still have not taken it out. The banana rack came in at the beginning of winter, so it didn't really get a lot of heat. I don't know. It was a small rack. I was not impressed with the size of the rack. So hopefully you can see this back one is almost to the same height, and hopefully it'll throw a rack well before winter. But other than that, I mean, the dwarf Cavendish, they're doing great. Now that we're getting steady rain, they'll take off. And my papaya, I have papayas up there to pick. This one actually almost got knocked down from the hurricane. We had to prop it up, and yeah, it kept on going. That did it. It's huge. It's a very happy papaya tree. And the only thing I do, I have to get in here and weed. I haven't weeded in over a year. I do a lot of chop and drop for these bananas. A lot of stuff goes in there. A lot of leaves, grass clippings, and mulch. Sometimes kitchen water from boiling eggs or rice, potatoes. And this is one of my newest trellis. And this is my passion fruit trellis, and there's also some loofahs growing. I've been starting loofahs last year, and last year I only got one. This year I got 2 loofahs, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing exactly wrong with the loofahs, but I'll keep on trying. Have some basil, marigold, some cranberry hibiscus, and I have a peanut that randomly grew in here, probably from the birds, and just some flowers. I have a baby palm tree, and I have some Vicks plant in here. These are blackberries. I'm at the end of the blackberry, which I need to come in here and harvest some. Let's see if you can see some of the blackberries in here. The phone doesn't want to focus. Anyways, there are blackberries. I'm still harvesting some. The sun is kind of in my eyes. These are just some little ones I left for the birds. I share with the birds. I get the most of them, but there's our little garden kitty. And then I had a big blackberry here, but the jasmine is taking over it, and I want to keep the jasmine, so I may move the blackberries. I want the jasmine to grow over this entire trellis. And then more flowers, and I get these popping up all over the place from the bird seed, and I feed them to my chickens. I have more Vicks, a nighttime jasmine, which I'm probably going to pull out. I really don't like it. I have some ginger finally coming up in here. And if we swing back around this way, I have sweet potato. I'm not sure the name of that flower. It flowers a big round red bulb. It's beautiful. And then that was the loofah. There's more. In that island is some more dwarf Cavendish, pineapples. There's papayas and a lemon tree, all in this front little island. So I'm just going to continue this way. I have some iris, some more rosemary. This is an angel's trumpet tree. It's not in season right now. More pineapples, shampoo ginger, hibiscus, and then this is my big, oh, there's a bird over there. There's a bird over there. Right over there. See it? The cardinals are out with their babies, their juveniles, this morning, so they're around in the garden. This is their home too. So this is my front big little food forest. Whoop. There's our little garden kitty. Hi, Kiki. She's a tiny little thing, but she's fierce. So in here I have my Barbados cherries, which had a huge flush of flowers on it. It still has some. I have found a few cherries. I'm not sure if I'm not getting enough pollinators or what's going on, but it did that before, and then one day come out and it was loaded with cherries. So I'm going to go around to the other side because the sun is right there. It's blinding me in the camera. But if you go around here, there is more shampoo ginger. So it gets a little bit of morning sun, and that is it. It will get no afternoon sun. And as you can see, it absolutely loves it here. Out of all the places that it's growing, this one is doing the best. So if you grow shampoo ginger, the sun goes over is behind me and goes over the house, so it gets morning sun, and then it's completely shaded the rest of the day, and it is fantastically happy. And the bird of paradise is happy. And I have more shampoo ginger in here. You can see it just loves it. And I have a papaya. I have papayas everywhere because my chickens love papaya. And that goes into the backyard. The ginger. This here is a dwarf Cavendish, and this has been an experiment. I planted this pup here when it was wee little pup about 2 years ago. It's completely shaded here. It gets absolutely no sun whatsoever. I do nothing to it. It's been an experiment. I don't fertilize it. I don't chop and drop it. I barely water it. And look at it. It's thriving, and it may soon throw a banana rack. So I just wanted to experiment to see how it grows in the shade. It probably would have thrown a banana a year ago had it get sun. So it is possible to grow them in the shade, but it has not yet thrown a banana rack. But I can tell by the leaves it's getting ready to. I'll keep you updated because I want to see how big the rack is and everything. And here we go. This here second long bed was built from remnants of Hurricane Milton, trees that had fallen. I built a bed out of it. So let's walk down in the middle. Yeah, so this is my Puerto Rican black beans. This is the best set of beans I have done. They get the morning sun, which is just coming up from that tree. And then they are shaded. Oh my gosh, see what I mean? Oh, look at what I just... Oh, I'm gonna have to come out here and bag these. Otherwise the birds are gonna eat them. There's two, but I don't see any more cherries. That might be the only two. See, they're still flowering. I don't know what's going on. it's doubled in size. It's going to need a trimming when it's all done. I have Vicks growing in the bottom. Anyway, this was the bed that I attempted the corn in, and my first attempt was a failure. There's some Vicks, some marigold. There's what's left of the corn. I'm just letting it be. There is a Musa banana in there. I gotta come out here and pick some more beans. These Puerto Rican black beans are loving it. And this is my homemade compost. When I water or when it rains, it fills up the bucket, and then the compost spills over a little and just feeds the soil. And I do have a birdhouse bottle gourd, and I'm growing it just to have it, not to eat. So I'm letting it dry out on there. And then we come along here. I have a mulberry. I don't know what that is, so I'm using it for chop and drop. I have a patio lime tree, and there was a walkway here, but as you can see, my cranberry hibiscus is out of control. This is the leftover of this massive growth of cherry tomatoes I had over the spring, and I got hundreds and hundreds of cherry tomatoes off of it. It mostly fed the birds, but we ate them. It's done. It just needs some cleaning up. Sweet potatoes, coreopsis. There is a pomegranate tree in there from seed. That one, I'm not sure what it is. It's a big pot of more Vicks. I'm not sure what this is. It's from the bird seed. It grows. This is a lemon tree I grew from seed from a grocery store lemon. It's never fruited. It may never fruit. I don't know. Time will tell. More flowers. And look at this. Look at, let's see if we can catch him. I get a lot of little big black bumblebees. Look at all the pollen collecting on his back, on his legs. Oh my God, his legs are loaded in pollen. You see his leg is loaded in pollen. He is loving these. This is beauty berries. Look at them all. So I just planted this last year, near the end of last year. So this is new to me. I don't know what yet to do with them all. I've heard a lot of people say they make beauty berry jelly or jams. So let me give that a try. And this is another one of my moringa trees. It's looking pretty sad, but that's because it's thrown a couple dozen seed pods, and I'm letting them dry out. Last year I picked them too soon, so I learned a lesson. So this year I'm waiting until they're brown on the tree, and then I will pick them and possibly try to sell them, or if somebody wants to do a seed swap with me. I would love to do seed swaps. Hit me up in the comments below. I live in Florida, Central Florida, Zone 9B. And if you got something, maybe we can swap some seeds. I'd love to do that. And this one here, if anybody knows what this is, I would love to know. I don't know what it is. I did go to a buyer one time, somebody's residence. They were just selling their own plants and bought a bunch. And I don't remember what this was. I don't know what it is. I got another papaya. This is just a rain barrel, and I keep a little solar fountain in there to keep water movement from mosquitoes. Let's go down here. Yeah. There's another papaya here. I got a lot of beans to pick. Does anybody else have the silver dollar nightmare? Oh my gosh, as you can see, they're everywhere. I am not spraying any chemicals at all, but if you have a suggestion for them, I know they like it here because of all the moisture. I pull them sometimes, chop and drop in compost, but it's just out of control sometimes. If anybody has any suggestions what to do with them, without the use of chemicals, please drop it in the comments. Again, this, I don't know what it is, but it's wonderful chop and drop. There's the patio lime tree that was gifted to me. And here is the pomegranate. Guys, I grew this from an actual pomegranate from the grocery store. I just put some seeds in dirt and I got a tree. Whether I ever get pomegranates from it, only time will tell. Some coreopsis, I love them. This one here, I don't know what it is. If I don't know soon, I'm going to be cutting it. I don't know if it's just an overgrown weed. Elephant ear. I have flowers. This here is an olive tree that I did buy from Lowe's. More papayas. Another moringa. This is a mango tree I grew from seed from a mango. Yeah. This is another one of those that I'm using for chop and drop because I don't know what it is. As you can see, I have a lot of papayas. They grow so easy here. They grow like weeds. More pineapples. More dwarf Cavendish. More pineapples. Another little lemon tree. And over there's the other. There's more papayas. There's the big papaya. There's my garden kitty. This is my main mulberry, and this is the one that has the really tiny mulberries. And I'm so bummed I got the wrong one. And I don't even know what to do with them. The mulberries are so small. If anybody has any suggestions. So right now, I'm growing it in place. I am growing some in the backyard for the chickens. They don't seem to really like mulberries. See how small they are? I mean, look. There's my finger. They're very easy to propagate. So I'm growing them around in places for chop and drop, propagate, and for shade. So yeah. And some more. This is the Vicks. And this is a butternut squash. And I actually have one in the heat of the summer here. How long it makes it, I don't know. I've been keeping an eye on it, but it is trying. It's still, the trees and all are help providing it shade to keeping the direct sun directly on it. And then over here I have some more ginger, sweet potatoes, and I have some more Puerto Rican black beans that just took off on me. I've got to get a trellis in here for them. Or get them up on the blackberry trellis. But that's pretty much the gist of my front yard. Yeah, I have a few more blackberries to harvest. They're about done. It's really got some new, all this is all new growth. So what I'm going to do is get some cuttings. I want to propagate and get some more growing in the backyard. Yeah. These are all ones that I've picked. And it is still throwing some more flowers. These were all. No, these are actually new blackberries coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna have another flush of blackberries over here. Look at. Oh, these are so tasty. I've been picking them by the pints. And then I just planted some eggplant. It looks like this can come off. I put these wire baskets from the Dollar Tree on when they're small to protect the little plants. I got another bean coming up. That looks like a bush bean. I threw in a bunch of beans. And I got another eggplant I just planted. So I have sweet potato that grows everywhere. More beans. This is the leftover of another big lot of cherry tomatoes that grow wild in my yard. And there you have it. And that is a brief front yard garden tour. So thanks for following along with me. And please let me know where you're from in the comments. Or not. Ooh, you hear that eagle? We have a hawk. We have hawks and eagles. Ooh, he's flying up. Yeah, I seen him. So happy Saturday. Thanks for watching. And go grow something. See ya.